Today we got two of the best superhero teams in Marvel going head to head. The Guardians of the Galaxy are taking on the Fantastic Four. Who's coming out on top here? Let's find out. The first Guardians of the Galaxy were a team of freedom fighters in the 31st century, but the name was later used for the team Star-Lord formed to deal with galactic-level threats. Now for this battle, the team will consist of Star-Lord, Gamora, Drax, and Rocket Raccoon and Groot. Peter Quill is a human-alien hybrid, and the leader of the Guardians. While he doesn't have any superhuman abilities, he does have his element gun. This weapon is capable of turning people into stone, creating gusts of wind, shooting fire and water, or even creating lightning strikes powerful enough to take down Angela, Thor's half-sister. Gamora is a highly skilled and feared galactic assassin, even made known as the deadliest woman in the universe. She's been physically enhanced to be the equal of Adam Warlock, and is surprisingly quick and agile. She's also one of the most skilled fighters in the Marvel Universe, having trained 83.4% of all known fighting styles in the galaxy. She's been able to fight against the Thing, She-Hulk, and Captain Marvel, and even go up against Thanos. Her preferred weapons are swords and knives, her favorite being the God Slayer. After his family was killed by Thanos, Drax's sole purpose in life became to destroy the Mad Titan. Drax is able to lift up to 100 tons, and is superhumanly durable. He's incredibly proficient in combat, and is a master in multiple different forms of alien martial arts. Drax also enjoys using knives in battle, and tends to use a pair of knives made of an unknown material. Rocket Raccoon has been a long-time member of the Guardians, and usually serves as the team's chief strategist. He's got a massive arsenal, consisting of guns and pistols capable of killing superpowered opponents, and grenades capable of blowing up massive spaceships. Then Rocket also has large cannons, that even the threat of using them was enough to make a weakened Thanos surrender. Then finally, we got Groot. Groot is the muscle of the team, and will take down giant monsters, tangle with Gladiator, and even land attacks against Thanos. Groot is also able to create miniature clones of himself, and create and manipulate wood. The Guardians are a quite capable team, taking down incredibly powerful opponents because of their teamwork and Rocket's tactical genius. In fact, Peter called Rocket the greatest tactical mind he's ever met, and Star-Lord has crossed paths with Captain America, Cyclops, and Iron Man. So, that's what we got one corner, the Guardians of the Galaxy. But, entering the ring, the other corner, well, it's Marvel's first family, the Fantastic Four. An intrepid group of astronauts, Reed Richards, Sue Storm, Johnny Storm, and Ben Grimm, originally received their powers after being exposed to an immense amount of cosmic radiation during a trip into space. Mutated and given strange powers by this exposure, they became the Fantastic Four, and dedicated the use of their powers for the benefit of humanity. Reed Richards, also known as Mr. Fantastic, is the leader of the Fantastic Four, and is considered to be the smartest man alive, constantly using his brain to explore alternate dimensions and save the world. Galactus one time even remarked that Reed has a universally relevant intellect. His main superpower, though, is the ability to completely manipulate his elastic body to his every whim, using it both for offensive and defensive purposes. He can flatten his body, stretch his limbs hundreds of feet, basically do whatever he pleases. His wife, Invisible Woman, is easily the most powerful member of the team, able to bend light waves around her, rendering herself and anything she's in contact with completely invisible. She can also form force fields around herself and others, using them to fly or levitate through the air, create weapons, cause things to explode by creating a shield inside of it, then expanding, and even assimilate telekinesis, prying open a Celestial's armor. The Thing is the heavy bruiser of the team, and is the original tough guy of the Marvel Universe. He can lift over 100 tons, stop a multi-story building from toppling over, then push it back into place. He's even battled against the Hulk on countless occasions, and he's knocked out the Green Goliath before too. also incredibly durable, as his rocky skin is capable of withstanding at least 15 pounds of explosives per square inch. Take blows from the Hulk and swings from Mjolnir, although Wolverine had been able to injure him before, so his durability clearly does have its limits. And then finally, we got the Human Torch. Johnny's body's covered by flames. He creates shapes and objects out of the flames, and even control any fire in his vicinity. Human Torch's body also becomes lighter than air, allowing him to fly, and he can unleash the Nova Flame, a fiery blast rivaling the heat of a star. So who wins? Well, let's break it down. Now, the Avengers and the X-Men are the definitive teams in the Marvel Universe, but not far behind them are the Fantastic Four, and in recent years, the Guardians of the Galaxy. So the FF and the Guardians ever squared off, went head to head. Who's come out on top? Well, Day? That's what we're going to find out. And first things first, let's take a look at the good old Guardians of the Galaxy. Now, Star-Lord is the leader of the team, and while Peter is in surprising physical condition, knocking out opponents just one a punch, and taking attacks from Major Victory, Black Swan, and even a weakened Thanos. But his greatest asset here, and arguably his only asset, is his element gun. He sent soldiers flying away, blasted back groups of Chitauri or punching through the hull of a ship. He's even capable of coating someone entirely in granite, or taking out Angelo just one shot. Rocket Raccoon is also another one who's surprisingly physical, but is going to almost entirely rely on his weapons. And man, does Rocket have some weapons on him. He's got guns capable of injuring Thanos, guns that killed Cardinals of Truth, are capable of tangling Adam Warlock and Drax the Destroyer, and so much more. Even grenades that can create some unfeasibly large explosions. Then while these two heroes can't really fight against the Fantastic Four in a physical fight, they can game plan, and both of them are strategic and tactical geniuses. Peter and Rocket have teamed up in order to formulate a strategy to take down Ultron Spire by transforming Groot into a giant living explosive. Rocket's instincts invariably play out in any situation as a positive outcome, and according to Star-Lord, Rocket is the greatest tactical mind that he's ever encountered. Then the Guardians also have Gamora, Drax, and Groot as the more physical element of the team, and they're heavy hitters. Gamora is insanely fast, casually dodging laser fire, moving as a blur as she blitzes opponents, and she's far stronger than she appears. The US military puts her on Spider-Man's strength class, but by feats she should be significantly stronger, hurting Drax, She-Hulk, Nova, and Captain Marvel for attacks. And Gamora is easily the best fighter out of everyone here. She's beaten hordes of opponents, entire armies by herself in minutes. She knows 83% of the universe's combat techniques. Not the Earth's, the entire universe's. And, pertinent to this fight, she's one-shot the Thing with a nerve strike. Modern-day Drax isn't really what he used to be in the olden days, but he's managed to battle against Thor's sister Angela, stagger the Great Dragon Fin Fang Foom, and even grapple against Thanos. He's equally durable, taking attacks from Thanos, Fin Fang Foom, and Groot. And unlike most bruisers and heavy brutes, Drax actually fights with weapons on a pretty consistent basis. And then there's Groot. And if you thought Gamora or Drax were strong, well, just take a look at Groot. He's capable of growing in size, literally stomping on opponents. He's staggered both Gladiator and Thanos with punches or attacks. This is his fight against the monster Badoon. This is a monster both Groot and Thing have fought against. The Thing couldn't even stagger him with his hardest punches, whereas Groot absolutely manhandled the monster and actually managed to end the fight by ripping the monster's head clean off. Now, granted, that first fight was decades ago. The Thing has grown in strength since then, but presumably so has the monster of Badoon. So Groot should still be stronger than Fantastic Four's heavy hitter. But speaking of the Fantastic Four, let's talk about Marvel's first family here for a second. Mr. Fantastic is the leader of the team, and for stretching ability, He's going to be nigh impossible to injure. He's easy taking Wolverine's claws by stretching to accommodate for them, taking a punch from the Thing, who thought he was Dr. Doom at the moment, and Reed has even ripped himself out of a machine created by Doom that was designed to stretch him to his ultimate limit while at the same time being frozen at extreme temperatures. His stretching ability is going to allow him to wrap up Peter and Rocket with absolutely no problem. We even arguably contain other members of the Guardians too, and he's a better fighter than a lot of people realize. He's easily the most intelligent person here. At one time, even single-handedly beat simulations of Blastar, Annihilus, and Terrax simultaneously on a difficulty setting that was meant to be for the entire team. Like we said earlier, the Thing is the heavy hitter of the team, and he's easily one of the most iconic tough guys in Marvel. He's manhandled people like Luke Cage before, battling against Namor, Red Hulk, and Unstoppable Colossus, and has constantly fought against the Hulk throughout his entire career. The Thing can also take it just as well as he can dish it out, taking attacks from people like Hulk and Thor. He's got absolutely no quit in him whatsoever. He'll keep on fighting through anything no matter what. However, problem is Groot is still going to be stronger, and Gamora has knocked him out with just one strike before too. So, just touch base on where we're at right now. If it was just a Thing and Mr. Fantastic, I'd give it to the Guardians. But it's obviously not. I mean, it's called the Fantastic Four for a reason. That's because of the Human Torch and the Invisible Woman. Johnny's arguably the greatest counter for Groot that there is. Because while Groot's wood is too durable and tough to be burned by normal fire, Johnny's fire is anything but normal. He's destroyed an asteroid the size of Manhattan, melted thousands of leagues of Earth in seconds, made some huge fireballs, and could even potentially go nova, taking on the entire annihilation wave. No matter how durable the fire Groot might be, he still would. And he won't be able to stand up to that kind of heat. He's got incredible control over his flames too, and the fire in general, using them to even make constructs. He's durable to take hits from Annihilus, Namor, and Thing, and has even defeated the likes of Terrax and Super Skrull by himself. In fact, if Human Torch is really going all out, you can argue that he can take on almost the entire Guardians of the Galaxy team by himself. You can definitely make the same argument for Invisible Woman too. You can pretty well predict how Reed, Ben, and Johnny will react in any given situation. But Sue is a big old mama bear. Threaten her family and watch out. She's gonna go off. She's used her force fields to casually restrain the Fantastic Four up in the air, block blasts from Ragnarok and even Celestials, and her force fields are insanely strong. She's laughed off punches of mind-controlled Thing or Iron Fist, contained Johnny's Nova Blast, trapped Ares, and trapped a variety of heroes, including alternate universe versions of Hulk and Sunspot. And Sue can also use her force fields for offensive purposes. She's beat the crap out of She-Hulk, Thing, and others, sent Avengers flying with a blast, created force field weapons that have injured Dr. Doom, and even pierced through celestial armor. When Wolverine was brainwashed, Sue was one of only 4 people that made him nervous, and Dr. Doom believes that she's more powerful than the rest of the team combined. Invisible Woman is easily the ultimate powerhouse in this fight, and she's the reason that the Fantastic Four are going to win. Mr. Fantastic can take on Star-Lord and Rocket Raccoon. Thing will obviously get in there and scrap with Groot or Drax, but Human Torch and Invisible Woman can potentially take out the team by themselves if they really wanted to. Meanwhile, the Guardians don't have enough power or versatility to get through Sue's force fields or counter Johnny's flames. So yeah, got to give this one to Marvel's first family. The Fantastic Four win. But what do y'all think? I would love to hear your thoughts. Sound off in the comments down below. Also, be sure the like button, subscribe button, turn notification from the DanCo army, and I will see you next time.